Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of my server Let's Play series. So, first off, you might notice I have a floor now. Oh good, it's raining too. I neatened up my house a little bit. I grew more sugarcane. I got some slime trees, some raspberry bushes. I got rubber trees going. I did mining, as you can see from my handy dandy tools here. And also, as you can see by the amount of food on my hotbar, I got a farm going. And that might seem like a lot of bread, but I keep telling you, this barley, it's the way to go. That's how you get a lot of food very quickly. Obviously, I also have planted some cherry wood, mainly because I very much like the color planks it makes. I like them very much. And as you can see, I've been mining a lot and processing a fair bit of metal and whatnot. Also, some of this stuff, you can probably tell I've been through a dungeon. Well, sort of a dungeon, to be honest. Oh, there we go. This should clear up the rain. Also, I've got to start on Tinker's Construct, and So, how you make these half blocks is after you craft the initial thing, you put it in your crafting table again and it'll give you a half block version of it. And obviously I'm using oak tables from Bibliocraft to make it look a little nicer. Right, so, down in the mines, I dug deeper. As you can see, did a bit of strip mining up here. I put in stairs so I wouldn't be using so much hunger going up and down the mine shaft. And then I was quite happy when I ran into this down here, an abandoned mine shaft, which is where I've been getting all that loot from. But I won't bore you guys with wandering around down here, because I've already explored a fairly large portion of the mine shaft, and it would take a huge amount of time to explore anymore. So, one other thing I wanted to show you before we more or less get started is this. The grindstone, which is from Applied Energistics. Now this was taken out a couple versions ago, and I was really irritated because it's basically an early way of doubling your ore output without necessarily having to build any sort of power or anything. But found out they recently added it again. You just make it like this. Very simple. It'll take a lot of time to process ore if you have a lot of it, but like I said, it doesn't take power of any kind, and it saves you from having to build Tinker's Construct early on if you don't really want to. Obviously, I will end up going into Tinker's Construct because, I mean, I love making Tinker's Construct stuff. It's so much fun. But I can do that later now because, like I said, I now have a way of doubling my ore output, even if it's not the fastest way, still. Okay, so I'm thinking, well, obviously, we're going to end up turning this into a compound, because this isn't really much of a house, let's be honest. It's a simple wooden square. And personally, I prefer somewhat more aesthetic house. I might not have said that correctly, but you know what I mean, I hope. So I'm thinking, I've been trying to decide if I want to go into applied energistics. Oh, no, sorry. That's a ways off. I've been trying to decide if I want to start with thermal expansion, or if I want to go into industrial craft. Well, I'm going to show you one reason why I had picked this location is out here, you probably spotted it earlier, there's obviously an oil field, and that would be pretty good for getting started on industrial craft power. However, I've never really been terribly fond of using oil to power my industrial craft stuff because basically you have to get a pump the oil into refineries, power the refineries with engines, usually combustion engines, and combustion engines you have to supply with a constant supply of water, which there's many ways to do it, but to be honest, it's not the easiest thing to do, so this is a sickle spell from Ars Magica. It's very handy for clearing out trees. Well, leaves even. Come on, hit them. There we go. I think that hit the... There we go. So, like I said, started a bit of a rubber farm here. And let's see here. Okay. You guys are safe. Won't be cutting you down. Burning zombie. Lovely stuff. So, the only problem with thermal expansion is obviously I'd have to locate a source of lava. Now, I could obviously go to the Nether. The only problem with that is, well, as you might have seen, I only have one diamond. I've not been terribly lucky in finding diamonds. However, on the other hand, I should have pretty much all the resources I would need to get started on industrial craft by using solar power instead of, well, fuel or oil. So, I'm thinking I'm probably going to get started on that. So first, we are obviously going to need to start with a basic solar panel. Now, again, you might be wondering how I'm planning to get coal dust. Well, it's pretty simple. So, one thing they've done to keep the grind... Well, it's always been a feature of the grindstone, but the way they've made it work so it's not terribly overpowered is if you keep doing this to the crank when there's nothing to grind, the crank's gonna snap. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're using it. There we go. Coal dust. Boom. Done. Alright, glass. Also, I'm sure you guessed that, well, obviously I've done a bit of preparation. I processed some ores and such. So, right, 2 electronic circuits. Oh, this is going to be fun. We need copper cables. Those aren't the hard parts. The hard part is the 12 rubber. Fortunately, I do have a fair bit of sticky resin, so... Yes, I know this is hardly the most efficient way of doing it, but I'm trying to get some power here. And then we can start building machines to use the power. Oh, redstone. That's another problem. Obviously, as you can tell, I have no redstone. I think it's like that. Come on, there we go. There we go. Get one of these. So, I believe we are going to need to go get some redstone, so I'm going to cut away here and go mining, and I'll be back when I have some redstone. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, we are back, and wasn't able to find a huge amount of redstone, but hopefully this will be enough for at least one solar panel. Right, so next we will need copper. Also, we will need these chip plates. 3 of you, 2 of you. There we go. The cutters obviously are used for making wires, because of course they decided industrial craft couldn't possibly get any more complicated than it already was. Oh, again, you have to hammer out plates first, and then cut the plates. And I think we need 2 more copper. So yeah, like I said, industrial craft was already fairly difficult, I'll be honest. And the recent updates they've made, well, they've not made it any simpler. They've made it worse, actually, in my opinion. But, of course, none of the mod developers would listen to me. Or, well, I would never have a chance to tell them anything either, but anyways. So, we've almost finished our first solar panel, which just needs a generator now, which requires an iron furnace. Oy vey. So that's 5 iron there, plus cobblestone. My mouse is still taking a considerable amount to get used to. It's not like my old marble mouse, so... Got one of them. Next, we require an RE battery. Right, 10 item casings. So, 2 tin plates. I did make 10, as I figured I would probably need some. 2 redstone, and another bit of tin to turn into cable, but of course it requires insulation. Oh well, could be worse. Yes, I am aware that is a waste of coal. But at the moment, that's not really a concern. We have plenty of coal. The most annoying part is my mouse tends to stick sometimes. It can be very annoying. No, of course not. Okay. It was worth a shot. Right, we have nearly completed our first step into industrial craft. No, we don't put a forge hammer there, do we? There we go, Jenny. Boom. Oh, a coal generator is not suitable power for me. Consumes coal, which is actually a pretty valuable resource. There we go. This is more like it. Solar panel. Boom. Now we just need... Right. Okay. Wood. We need some wood. Luckily, from all the trees I cut down, we should have plenty. Come on, you stupid thing. This stuff I absolutely love. It's very handy for easily getting on top of your house. There we go. Done. Right, now where do I want to set this up, perhaps? I wonder. I mean, we're going to end up having to move some stuff out. I'll probably need to build a Tinker's Construct area next, so I think we can put that there. There we go. Solar panel. Nothing too fancy or powerful, to be honest, but still, it's a renewable source of energy. An early renewable source of energy for industrial craft, so you know, not going to complain too much. And obviously I'm going to need to sort out my chests very quickly. So I'm going to harvest up the sugarcane real quick. Because, you know, Thaumcraft, Ars Magica, Tinker's Construct, all those require a lot of paper. And it looks like we're getting close to the wrapping up time. So somewhere I think there's another... Ah! There you are. So, yeah, I think before next episode I'm going to do a ton of mining so that we can actually get to work on making machines from industrial craft. Also, in between this episode and next, I might end up crafting a few more solar panels and maybe something to store the energy in. But, yeah, I think this will pretty much wrap it up. I'm just going to go check out the rubber tree here real quick. This is the best part about this spell. It's so very easy to take out the leaves. Even if they're ridiculously out of your normal reach. With the bolt spell, well, you can hit pretty much anything. And that's also what I like about my magical torch, because I can literally throw it down anywhere, even if it's miles away. So yeah, alright, well, like I said, I think we've made some decent progress. Also, like I said, in between this episode and next, I'm going to do some stuff like sort out my chest problem, probably build a building to shift my Tinker's construct stuff in, and then this wall is going to be converted into industrial craft machines. And I'll do some more mining, process some more ores, just generally get ready to build more machines next episode. So yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments, and I will see you guys Monday for more Assassin's Creed 4. Bye!